I spent 14 years of my life in education system getting A+ grades in English but never became able to speak English fluently in real life. And probably this is the story of every other human who wants to speak English. 7 months ago, I embarked on a journey to become a fluent speaker in English, and I knew that I wasn't gonna use boring traditional methods or courses. 7 months later, I have successfully made a second brain in English because now I can talk and think pretty much flawlessly. But the interesting part is that in these 7 months, I made a system for lazy people to master English that requires no effort, no studying, and is the most effective and the most enjoyable method you have ever seen. Step 1 is literally watch cartoons, watch movies, watch Mr. Beast or anything in the English. But here's the key, you learn better when your brain is engaged. So I really suggest you to avoid boring videos and books because they aren't gonna help you that much. Cartoons and movies have better storytelling, that means your brain will be pretty much focused the whole time. And that is literally the key because you absorb information smoothly and you start to build a second brain in English subconsciously. But it doesn't mean that by just watching cartoons or movies you will become better in English, unless you do the step 2. I have been watching cartoons, videos and movies in English for so long, but I never become better at it. When I started my journey of learning English, I contemplated about this. But at that time, my mind wasn't that smart enough to grab such a teensy thing. As the time went by and my fluency in English started to become healthier, I realized the cause. I got my answer. The reason it passed why the step 1 didn't work me for so long was because of this. I was focusing on the graphics and the visuals much more than the conversations of the characters. And just when I shifted my focus to the conversation of characters, I saw immense results. Our main goal is to learn English, not to get enjoyment from graphics and visuals in cartoons or movies. When you 100% focus on only the conversations, you subconsciously start to program yourself. You start to learn accent, pronunciation, speaking aspect and learning aspect. And when you do it for enough time, suddenly a moment comes and out of thin air you start to have an inner voice, and that inner voice is in English. When this thing happens to you, congratulations, it means you have successfully built a second brain in English. But there are probably chances you will face a difficulty of articulation, the ability to speak fast, smoothly and exactly as you think. And for that we have, as a beginner, you might feel it difficult to articulate your thoughts, but let me tell you the easiest and the most effective way to skyrocket your articulation. Increase your vocabulary. But here people make huge mistake.
Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge.
They go on traditional way of take 5 words daily and cram them down. It's the
Big. Huge.
shittiest way to expand your vocabulary because you will forget about almost all the words in due course. Let me tell you the best way, and the results are guaranteed that you will never forget the words. But make sure that you watch the whole section, the reason I will tell you in the end. First of all, make sure that you watch cartoons, animes or movies with subtitles on. Second, whenever you encounter a word you don't know the meaning of, quickly search it in Google and repeat the whole process every time you see a new word. But here is the main thing, if you don't want to forget it completely, then use it in your speaking sessions deliberately. By that I mean that you have to speak and you have to forcefully use those words in your daily conversation. When you exactly follow these steps, you will see huge changes. And the reason why I told you to watch it full, so that I can tell you to like and subscribe.